Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. So first of all, I think there might be some women out there that might not actually understand that inside of us there is these masculine and feminine energies.
Sure.
Can you start by talking a little bit about what they are, how we can identify them?
Sure. So I think the classic example is of yin and yang, right? One is push and pull, or in and out. So the masculine energy is about structure, and it's about growing specifically through a challenge. So we like to seek out and find things that we can conquer, and it makes us feel strong and proud. The feminine energy is about growing through surrendering and already having freedom, right? The masculine is about finding freedom. It's about surrendering to yourself internally and then feeling and flowing where you want to go and growing through bringing people together rather than separating people. So we all have both within us, and they both have their strengths and weaknesses, but it's about deciding in each moment which part of yourself you're going to access, because if you use your masculine in certain environments, it'll go really well, but if you use it in other environments, it'll actually go quite badly.
And first of all, before we get to how balancing that is going to actually bring us more joy,
Sure.
How can we identify that? Because I personally find it sometimes really difficult to know if I'm in my masculine or my feminine.
So for a feminine woman, if you are feeling radiant and flowing and you're feeling free, you're in your feminine. Anytime you're not feeling that at all, you're in your masculine, okay? Or you're neutral, not really being in either. But it is about recognizing where you find your most joy. And for a feminine woman, it will be in her feminine and just living from that place.
Okay, so I'm gathering that if you get stuck in your masculine, you're potentially blocking joy from entering your life. Would it be the same if you get stuck in your feminine? How do the two work by balance?
Sure. So you won't block joy from being in your life in your feminine because that's who you are at your core. And there's nothing wrong with being stuck in your masculine. Okay, I see plenty of women who are quote unquote stuck in their masculine, but it has its strengths, right? Like when you're building your business and you're out there thriving, you're going to want to be able to challenge yourself and grow through that energy. But it's when you're home, when you're by yourself, and when you're in your relationships, you want to be in your feminine for sure. So I don't want to say you'll block off joy if you're just in your masculine, but you won't feel the fullness of life if you're just only in one energy all the time.
Okay. So the takeaway I'm getting from this is that quite often we're too focused on our male, and then by bringing in more awareness of our inner feminine, which really is our power and our essence, that's when joy is going to really start to flow.
It's when all success will come to you, because I think women overestimate how much they need to be in their masculine because it's how they get taught when they're growing up, right? You have to be strong, and there is great power in being strong, but your intuition and your softness is strength. I mean, you only have to see a feminine woman walk past a group of guys to see the effect that she has on them. Coming from that place of flow, you will just perceive so many things that a masculine wouldn't see. And so that's where your power is. And so the more you can live from there, the more joy you'll have in your relationships in your life, but also more successful flow.
And just to finish up, MJ,
Sure.
How do we move from the masculine to the feminine?
Music, dancing around. Like I've literally given feminine energies homework of you need to go home and dance around in your undies for half an hour and scream at the top of your lungs. Getting your hair done, getting your nails done. All of these things will help make you feel radiant, right? Which is where your power is. But also just recognizing if there's tension in your body. Okay, if you're feeling like you're holding something up, then you're in your masculine. If you're feeling free, you're in your feminine.
Okay, so really tuning into your bodily state.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thanks, MJ. Great tip.
No worries. Thank you.
There you go, guys. Hopefully you've got some good takeaways from MJ on how to, first of all, identify the masculine and feminine energy, how to turn it around, and how to find more joy in your life through balancing your masculine with your feminine energy. Hi, it's Gabrielle from House of Tyndale. Hang on a second. We're from House of Tyndale about just...
Oh, you were doing so well. What a lovely introduction.
How to do that.
What a lovely introduction. I reckon leave that in and keep going.